Spacebound presents Top 10 WWE Superstars that are homosexual.
Number 10, Adrian Adonis. We can't write a list such as this without mentioning Keith Frank, aka Adorable Adrian Adonis. Few fans during the WWF era will forget his memorable costume along with the Flower Shop segment, as well as the WrestleMania 2 hair vs. hair match. Despite of the superstars WWE boasted of the 80s, Adonis and his antiques always managed to stand out and created a niche for him in the franchise's history. Number 9, Matt Cage. Matt Cage debuted in 2009 and has been making the rounds throughout several independent league circuits. He is widely known as an indie wrestler at this stage in his career, though his popularity just took a huge surge due to a very recent coming out statement. Cage put forth a public statement in which he opened up to being gay via various social media outlets. The heartfelt statement has been circulating over the internet and is quickly becoming a viral sensation. Cage states that the statement has relieved a tremendous amount of stress as well as the burden of depression off of his shoulders. Number 8. Ernie Roth. Ernie Roth was a mainstay in professional wrestling from way back. He was known as the Grand Wizard of Wrestling. While he wasn't a wrestler himself, per se, he was a highly influential manager to some of the greatest and most infamous heels in professional wrestling history. He was given just as much exposure as the wrestlers of his time, and for that reason we feel comfortable including him on our list. He was openly homosexual, and his sexuality has even been discussed in documentaries. Number 7. Rosa Mendes. Milena Rocca, aka Rosa Mendes, has got to be one of WWE's most popular divas and gained worldwide popularity for her time on E-Series Total Divas. Mendes first got her big break in 2006 when she gained attention in WWE's Diva Search. The 35-year-old came out as bisexual last October on an episode of Total Divas. Number 6. Terry Garvin. The late Terry Joyal, aka Terry Garvin, was known for being openly homosexual during his time with WWE, then known as WWF. In fact, he was known to keep an address book full of names and addresses of partners he hooked up with when he was on the road. Garvin was even accused of stalking a 19-year-old, who eventually reached a settlement with the WWE and gained national attention after WWE chief Vince McMahon discussed the incident with the talk show host Larry King on CNN's Larry King Live. Barry Orton, uncle of WWE superstar Randy Orton, even telephoned the show to confess that Garvin stalked him in 1978. Number 5. Tylene Buck. Tylene Buck's story is somewhat similar to Mendez's. Though her sexuality has played a much larger role in her career up to this point, Buck first broke into the wrestling world in 1999, wrestling for WCW as a member of the NWO Girls. She wrestled as the character Major Guns. She had a few notable storylines, and was released from the WCW by 2001. After trying her hand at Extreme Pro Wrestling for a while, she retired from the sport for good, turning to a different industry completely. Buck is bisexual and now working as an adult actress, performing in front of webcams and in adult films. Number 4. Orlando Jordan. Jordan was more popular for his stint on TNA, but still enjoyed a fan following during his time with the WWE. After excelling at gymnastics as a child, Jordan made the leap to wrestling and finally got his big break in 2003. Currently residing in Australia, Jordan came out as bisexual and married an Australian woman in 2003. Number 3. Chris Kanyon. The story of the late Chris Kanyon is indeed a puzzling one. Known for his decade-long stint on WWE, Kanyon began a gimmick of being an openly gay wrestler who was released by the WWE due to his sexuality. The wrestler later gave a series of interviews declaring his actions were just a publicity stunt, possibly to attract new employers, only to do a U-turn and declare that he was gay for real. Before his passing, Kanyon even authored a book titled Wrestling Reality, in which he described his struggles as a closeted gay and the tough atmosphere of the WWE. Number 2. Darren Young. Frederick Douglass Rosser III, aka Darren Young, the current WWE Tag Team Champion, was an athlete since his school days and was an accomplished footballer before he decided wrestling was a sport for him. After wrestling on the independent circuit for some time, Young first appeared on WWE in 2005, making several appearances before winning the Tag Team Championship with his primetime player teammate Titus O'Neil earlier this year. Young created history in 2013 when he declared he was gay, becoming the first wrestler to come out while still in the WWE. The 35-year-old received widespread support for his honesty from many including the WWE, who released a statement of support, as well as fellow colleagues. Number 1. Pat Patterson. WWE Hall of Famer Pierre Claremont, aka Pat Patterson, popularly known as the first Intercontinental Champion, was one of the first WWE superstars to come out. Patterson was openly gay since the 1970s, but his sexuality wasn't brought about in the WWE until last year during the WWE Legends House. In fact, Patterson had to step down from the WWE after he was accused of homosexually harassing employees. Currently, a creative consultant with the WWE, Patterson was in a relationship with longtime partner Louis Dondero for 40 years until his death. The 74-year-old originally wanted to become a priest after serving as an altar boy for years, but was dissuaded from pursuing his dreams after being told he was too adventurous. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and thank you for watching.